Hello everyone and welcome to another class of Virtual Private Cloud. Let's discuss about services. That means Amazon Virtual Private Cloud can be used with these services. That means we can use Virtual Private Cloud with EC2, Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud. We can use with autoscaling, we can use with Opworks, Relational Database Service, Route 53, Workspaces and Redshift. So if we talk about AWS configuration, that means AWS configuration, it provides us a detailed view of configuration of resources in an account. So how resources are related to one another and how they are configured and how we can configure these resources. So with this configuration, we can evaluate configuration for the desired settings. We can get the snapshot of the current configuration. We can retrieve configurations and also we can retrieve historical configuration of more than one resources. We can receive a notification whenever we create a resource, whenever we modify or delete it, and also we can view the relationship between different resources. So we have, that means how we can access Virtual Private Cloud. We can see by accessing through management console in our practical class. So it provides a web-based user interface. That means we require to sign in to your account and we have to access the VPC console. By management console, we can select the Virtual Private Cloud. So this is one of the way. That means with the help of user or web-based service, with the help of management console, we can access Virtual Private Cloud. We have second option, that means with the help of AWS command line interface, we can also access Virtual Private Cloud. So we have to provide commands which are supported in Windows, Mac, Linux, Unix, etc. We can have various AWS tools for Windows PowerShell, and we can provide command for a broad set of AWS products. So to build application using language specific APIs, that means it provides some libraries, sample codes, tutorials for software developers. So with the help of this, but we have to take care of tasks like cryptographically signing your request, retrieving request and handling error responses, etc. Now let's discuss about limits. That means Amazon Web Services or Amazon has specified some limits to their components that can be provisioned. Now, how we can increase? If we have set a limit for some resources, so how we can increase it? So, limit can be to increase a limit that applied per resource. So, for example, limit for security group applies to all VPC in a region. That means it applies to resources in a region. So, let's discuss about limits. Like we will discuss AWS resource and default limit. So this is very important from examination point of view, that how many virtual private cloud per region it can support. So we have a limit of 5. That means in a region we can have 5 virtual private clouds. Now how many subnets per virtual private cloud? Up to 200 subnets in a virtual private cloud. So suppose we have a virtual private cloud in one region. So we can have 5 virtual private cloud in one region. So if we talk about a subnet per virtual private cloud, we have 200 subnets. So if we see like this is a region and like this is my virtual private cloud 1. So how many? We can have 5. So if we talk about these subnets in this region, so we can have 200. So now elastic IP address per region. How many elastic IP address? We can use 5. How many customer gateway? We can use 50. So we can see we can say that per region we have 50 customer gateways, so we can connect to any home network, corporate network. So how many internet gateway we require per region? 5. Network address translation gateway per availability zone, we have 5. So this is as per the availability zone. You can see here in a diagram. This is availability zone A and B. So per availability zone, we have 5. Next, virtual private gateways 5. Network access control list 200. How many network interfaces per region? We have 350. Route table per VPC we have 200. Security group per region we have 500. That means we can have 500 security groups per virtual private cloud per region. Security groups per network interface is 5. How many active VPC peering connection? We have 50. VPC endpoints per region 20 and VPN connection per region we have 50. So these are the default limits as per the resources. Now we have these resources in a virtual private cloud that we can use, but with the help of default limit. Now how we can increase the limit? If we have some demand of these resources, this is the limit we can contact AWS for this. So these are some other concepts of a virtual private cloud that we had discussed in today's class. Thank you so much. The practical class of VPC that we can see in our next class. Thank you so much.